I've dealt with domestic abuse issues as a counselor and whatever. This is my great niece's phone. This is her cell phone that her ex-boyfriend did not want her texting anybody or anything. So he took it and he actually broke this phone in his hands. And this is part of the type of thing that women who are in relationships can experience. And my advice is that if you ever have a relationship that this is happening, that's not a relationship. That's a controlling bully, and you need to get out and never contact them again, because if this is what they'll do to a phone, and I'm sure there's other abuse that has occurred, there's been other damages done. Could you only imagine what he could do to a child? If he could break this phone in his bare hands, he could break a child's neck without any hesitation. He could break a child's arm or leg. I mean, it wouldn't take much I'm not strong, but most people would not be able to bend in their bare hands these phones. This is rage. This is uncontrollable rage, and he's dangerous. This is where people die. I have seen some terrible situations. I've been a survivor of domestic abuse. I've seen many people survive it. So my suggestion is, if you have somebody who doesn't want you to talk to somebody else, won't let you have any friends, that is a typical abuser. That is a typical behavior. Destroys your property. Never destroys their property, by the way, but only yours. Threatens you, puts her hand on you in anything but a loving manner. Slapping, choking, smothering you with a pillow and saying, "Oh, I didn't mean it. I was just being funny." Or, choking you until you black out and stuff like that. Or ripping your clothing, slapping you, following you everywhere and anywhere, stalking you after you break up with them and they leave. All I can tell you is, this is just a small material physical thing. Could you imagine a child? Could you imagine a little baby or a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old or 4-year-old who doesn't understand that that's supposed to be their daddy, but he's hurting them, and yet they'll do anything to help him feel better and to love him and everything. And many women are the same way. "Oh, well, he said he's sorry. He won't do it again." If they do it once, they will do it again and again and again. I'm hoping that this will be of some help for some people. It just awoke so many of my memories of being choked and physically abused and everything. And I'm 73. My great niece is so much younger, and she doesn't really comprehend how dangerous this is, because it's somebody of her generation. But I see it go on. There have been marriages I know that have gone on for 50 years, and the wife is always the one that thinks she's at fault, and she'll say, "Well, he said he won't do it again." And when you say to him, "Well, when's the last time it happened?" "Well, yesterday." "Well, when was the time before when he said he wouldn't do it again?" "A couple days before." Women are abused so much in this world that it's just doesn't make any sense to stay with anybody that will abuse you physically, mentally, emotionally, on any level. I'm hoping that people and other women, especially with children, will find an escape and find a refuge somewhere so they can go get counseling. They can get their children counseling because, they're now saying that infants are needing psychiatric care. It was even on the news this morning. They were dumbfounded at the amount of psychiatric care that children, toddlers, are needing now because there's been such an influx of uncontrollable rage and domestic abuse in the last 4 or 5 years. And, if you have anybody that will take you in and will protect you, more power to you because you're very lucky. I know many women don't have it. Many women with children don't have it. We just need to do something. That's my thoughts.